up, Justin? Good day to you, sir. Wiggle, wiggle. Let's get out of here. Tewksbury, Massachusetts, here we come. Good morning, demonic.
In 1/4 mile, turn left.
How's Mr. Demonic? Man, they got all kinds of new trucks in here today. Look at this. Got brand new Shorty T680s and wow. Man, they must have brought in 200 new trucks now. Hello everybody, welcome on into the channel. Recognize this corner, we're leaving the yard. We're heading towards Tewksbury, Massachusetts.
In 1/4 mile, turn left.
Grease the seat day. This thing is squeaky, huh? Y'all hear that thing?
Turn left.
Welcome in. Take a wild guess what showed up at FedEx today. I'll give you two guesses, guys. What do you think showed up at FedEx today? What do you think? I was supposed to leave at like 4 o'clock this morning. Well, I was going to leave at 4 o'clock this morning. Take a wild guess what showed up. A matter of fact, what do you think I saw on my Ring camera yesterday that had to get sent up to FedEx because they couldn't deliver it because it was a signature required delivery? You get one guess. Yeah, you know what it is. If you haven't been paying attention to the channel over the course of the last week and you get this wrong, then you don't follow the channel good enough. Yeah, my Apple Watch finally freaking showed up. It finally showed up. Pure principle, y'all. That's all it is. I had a little bit of a conversation with Miss Wisco Robin about this Apple Watch, and it's completely useless, really, with this Android Samsung phone. So I'm going to give it to my son, and I'm going to order the G7 or some 7, whatever the new Samsung thing is, probably in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I finally got my dang watch. Verizon, you guys, I tell you what, everything they told me with the shipping on this was completely a bunch of BS. And I talked to So I got off stream yesterday, and I got on the horn with Verizon again, and they said, well, they sent me the tracking number for it, and I looked at the the Verizon tracking, and it said they've only made one attempt at delivery. And as soon as I get off the phone with Verizon, I call FedEx, and I said, can you guys possibly hold that package at your, I mean, it's right at the airport in Duluth, Minnesota. I said, can you hold that package? And they said the package won't be held. We can't. It says do not hold. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to have to figure out what to do then. They said they attempt 3 deliveries and then they return it. And it only showed 1 delivery attempted. The saga of the Apple Watch, guys, I tell you what. So I get off the phone with them and I get a ring notification, and no shit, as I got off the phone with FedEx, here's the FedEx guy ringing my Ring camera. So I real quick, man, I love those Ring cameras. They're so awesome. I get onto the Ring camera and I says, hey man, how you doing? And he says, Jim, I've been trying to deliver this Apple Watch all week long. Where are you? And I says, man, I said, I was in Virginia. He says, well, I saw your semi-truck wasn't here. He says, I figured you weren't here. He says, I don't know what to do with this thing. And I said, can you just stick a note on? I said, I'm about 50 minutes away from the house right now. I said, are you going to be in town? And he says, no, you are actually my last person I'm trying to get in contact with today. And he says, and I pulled up and your truck wasn't here, and I figured this was futile. And I said, can you possibly just stick a note on there and stick that thing at the FedEx hub, and I'll drive up there in the morning and go get it? And he says, yeah, that's not a problem. So this morning, I got up and I drove up to FedEx. They didn't open until 9:30. I drove up to FedEx, and the lady at the counter, she asked me my name and whatever, and she says, the notorious package that nobody can deliver. I said, yeah, Verizon seriously dropped the ball on this one. And she said, yeah, we're not even supposed to hold this, she says, but the driver said he talked to you on the Ring camera and that you said you were about 50 minutes away. And she said, so I figured I'd make an exception and we'd hold it nuts, because it was supposed to get sent back to Houston. So they held the Apple Watch for me, and I drove up there this morning and got it. So I finally have my brand new freaking Apple. Anybody interested in an Apple Watch? It's no good to me. And I can set it up on my son's phone and then use it, because I gave him my iPhone, but it's completely useless to me now. So I'm gonna grab the Samsung watch. But you know, it's all based on principle. If you tell me you're gonna do something, then just do it. If it's gonna be here on Saturday, set it up on have it here on Saturday. The guy said he tried to make his first delivery on it on Monday, and I said, well, it was supposed to be to my house on Saturday. He says, yeah, they didn't even come in on the airplane until Monday morning. So everything Verizon told me was completely not true whatsoever. Bashing Verizon, yes I am. You guys need to pull your heads out of your rear ends and do what you say you're going to do. But anyways, the tier 2 technical support person I talked to today, that it's crazy, guys. Wisco Robin, if you're on here, you are absolutely right. That watch is completely useless if you don't have an iPhone. It is. And these Verizon representatives even today, the one that answered the phone said, oh yeah, you can download apps and use that thing all you want. And when I talked to the tier 2 technical support, she says, I don't know where they get this from, because it's not true. You're not going to be able to get any features out of that watch whatsoever. Without an iPhone, you can't even set it up. You're hosed. So I'm like, well, that just says that. So what do you want me to do? Just pay the thing off and get another one? So you can pay the Apple Watch off, and then you can get $180 credit towards a new Galaxy. Is it Galaxy 7? Whatever the thing is the new Galaxy watch. I said, that's fine. I'll just do that. Then I'll just hold off for a couple of weeks and get that done. But yeah, so Wisco Robin, if you're in here, you are absolutely right. All the information that I was given was not true. That watch is completely 100% useless without an Apple Watch. So my dear, you were right. Absolutely 100% right. That's the Apple Watch saga is over. I don't know if I'm going to give it to my son, or I mean, if there's somebody out there that wants an Apple Watch SE, let me know. I'm $180. You can have it. That's what I want it. Actually, I'll even get rid of it for less than that. I'll sell it to somebody for $100 if you want the dang thing. I don't even know what an SE's worth. Maybe y'all can throw it in chat and let me know what's an Apple SE worth. It's brand new. It's literally brand new. It has never been turned on. But yeah, there we go. The saga is finally over. So instead of leaving this morning at 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock or whatever it was, so I had to run up to the airport, grab that thing, and took care of a couple of errands and got that done. We're on the road now. Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Loaded up and trucking. We're on our way. And I'll tell you what, that tier 2 technical support lady that I talked to, man, was she nice. She was super nice. And she's reading the notes as we were trying to figure out if there's anything we could do with this thing, and she's like, oh my god, I cannot believe this. And I'm like, yeah, could you imagine how many reams of paper it would take to write out this story? Oh, that's some jaywalking going on there. So the next one to figure out is why my GoPro is not letting me access my videos off the SD card. That's the next debacle. It's recording. All the videos are on my SD card, but I cannot access the GoPro through the Quick app. And then I had a fluke yesterday, y'all. Don't be waiting for that video to come out of my unloading yesterday, because for some reason it did not unload. I mean, it did not record. I don't know what happened there. Wisco and I were texting back and forth on that one a little bit too, and I don't know. I did everything right. It just didn't happen. I'm gonna have to make sure that when I do that 360 videoing, that I 100% make sure it's actually a recording. We'll have to do that through the app going forward, because I screwed something up there and I don't know what it was. It's new electronics. It's all about, you know, the learning process on using something new. I'll eat crow on that one. I screwed it up somehow. Welcome in, everybody. As always, my chat screen is closed unless I have Ken and Kathy on, which today I do not. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Well, we shall see. I got 10 hours and 47 minutes on my drive clock, and then I have no hours coming back to me until tomorrow night. So I'm just basically getting on the road today and I'm just going to get down the road as far as I can, really. Called the customer. They said I can park in their parking lot overnight. So if we get there ahead of time, ahead of schedule, that'll be perfect. We can park in Tewksbury. That's great. That's always good to know. I smell antifreeze in here. I think I have to take a quick look when I get parked tonight. And I think it's coming from my bunk heater. Smells a little sweet in here. Well, we got the beep in the ear, y'all. If you want to say hello or whatever, please feel free to hit that little $sign down there. Send a super chat over, help the channel out, help it grow. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, copy link, make a comment, do all that stuff y'all normally do. Thank you for that. And yeah, let's get down the road. The road, the open road. Look at this, Wisco, Robin, sweetheart. If you're here, look at what's in the sky. Blue sky. Check it out. I know she's got to be here. Wisco Robin's always here. Don't ever think you can get away with something in chat, because she'll whack you from the back, and she won't even care. Why? Because the moderators on this channel are friggin' awesome. That's why. guys, again, my chat screen is closed as I'm driving down the road. Safety first. If you want to get a hold of me, you want to say something, or you just want to support the channel for whatever it is, just hit that little dollar sign on the bottom, send over a super chat. We get a beep in the ear, just like that. Boom, beep in the ear. How about that, Wisco Robin? Oh boy, it's spreadsheets day in Wisconsin, y'all. I'm telling ya. Good afternoon, Wisco Robin. The beautiful Wisco Robin from Wisconsin. And that's how that works, y'all. Get yourself a shout out. I'll squeak my bone. On the road we go. Southbound and down. Loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. Gotta know the ways to go in a short time to get there. Come on, y'all, let's watch this TZ get it done. You ever seen a super coupe, guys? It's right here in Superior, Wisconsin. Oh, they're closed. We don't need to go through it today, but up on the left-hand side of here is the Superior, Wisconsin scale. We call them super coupes. They can be open for 24 hours if they choose to. Look off to the left up here when you come around this corner. You'll see it. Closed. On this channel, Miss Wisco Robin, Miss Heather B, Miss Joey Speaks, and then on the other side of the chromosomes we got Mr. Joey Whispers and Duct Tape. 5 Blue holding down the channel.
In 1 3/4 miles, keep left.
Duct tape, the taper of ducks. It's about 9 o'clock at night at his house. How about that? Nice blinker. Good job.
1 3/4 miles, turn left.
When I shut this off. Lurking and watching. How about that? What's up? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. How about that? Freightliner's in the truck too. Freightliner's in a Volvo. Thank you for that. So very much for helping out. I just have a thing when I said I reach it. Welcome on in and enjoy. The view's a little goofy today. I noticed it seems to be like it's kind of zoomed in a little bit more than normal. Wisco Robin, I don't know if you were on here earlier. I'm going to assume you were, but you were right about that Apple Watch pairing deal. It's pretty much completely useless. Kudos to you for nailing that one on the head. The information I was getting from Verizon, I guess I might as well not even listen to them and just go with what you tell me, because it seems to me the info that you've been given is pretty much much right. Imagine that. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. Yes, I do. That's it. I'm really just, I have a goal set to have that play button sitting on my wall at home. 4 more videos, guys. Well, 3 more after this, and we'll be at our 500th video here on YouTube. This should be video number 496. That includes shorts, long form videos, short videos, all that stuff. But we may teleport a little bit here, folks. This stretch of road's kind of crummy, so bear with me. nice to be home last night. Sleep in my own bed for a change. Boy, the dogs have the zoomies. Wow, were they besides them? Yeah, I'm talking about you, bud. They had the zoomies. It was back and forth. The Misha and Zeus were playing so hard. He heard his little pawpaw again. He's fine, but I heard him yelp a little. Was that last night? I think it was last night. Something goofy in the and then he was kind of like favoring one of his paws. Like, come over here, little buddy. What's wrong with you? And he's kind of looking at me like, fix it, Daddy, fix it. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. What the issue is. Then got up, yeah, it was last night. I got up this morning, he's running around fine. He's getting older. Maybe it's just, starting to get muscle pain, possibly. Some more coffee too. Look at those clouds. Doesn't that just look not real? CGI. Oh shoot, I forgot to get dog food this morning. Some gun. Absolutely loving the Galaxy S25 camera. This thing is phenomenal. I watched back my live from yesterday when I was unloading, even with those cloudy, dreary skies. Wow, what a nice picture. So Mr. Whispers, guys, Joey Whispers 1776. If you're not subscribed, please check him out. JoeyWhispers 1776, Red Baron, the Red Baron guy. The maker of all, the WWC master. Check him out over there on Jersey. And he uses Restream, and I think I'm going to start doing that. I think I'm going to start using Restream on this phone instead of going right through Google, so I can run my my banner across the bottom. Hi, Zeus. Wisco Robin. Zeus says hello. Come here. Down in your neck of the woods in about 4.5 hours. You're the best dog ever. Please don't tell Ford, because he'll get his feeler hurt. Don't tell Ford. You are the best dog ever. stopped at our new car wash today that's in the next town over, and got the Explorer all washed up, made that look nice and pretty. Well, I got to get that thing in and get it detailed. It's starting to get, it needs to get buffed out. That thing is black on black on black. That Explorer is absolutely sexy, but it's starting to get marks from car washes on it. So I gotta find somebody that's really good at buffing and get that thing taken care of. I'm nervous that they'll leave swirl marks on my car. It's Jim driving the Honey Bear. TruckerZeus, Misha, and Thor in the back, huddling up with each other. Got a 22-hour run to Tewksbury, Massachusetts. We're currently in, well, north central Wisconsin, kind of, sort of. We're coming on to the, coming up in Trigo, Wisconsin here in a hot minute. Minong, Trigo, in that area. We're on Highway 53 heading south out of Superior, Wisconsin. This load of ceiling tiles I have behind me right now. It originated in Cloquet, Minnesota. I picked that up yesterday when I was on my way back into town, dropped off my trailer that I had. I had all last week. We did a run to Virginia, to Roanoke, Virginia, and then reloaded Winchester, brought that to Lakeville, Minnesota yesterday. Bounced up to Cloquet, Minnesota, drop and hook, grabbed this load, and went home for, it was supposed to be 10 hours, turned into be about 17. Had some issues I had to handle. Got all that stuff done, and now we're on our way back southbound here on Highway 53. Take this down to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, jump on I-94, take that down towards Roscoe, Illinois, merges up with I-90 in Toma, and then run across the big toll road, the 8090, run through upper state New York, and get into Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Called the customer this morning before we left. We can stay on site there on their property Sunday nights. We're gonna do. I got basically is to drive 2 days for the no rushing. Enjoy the scenery. Stay tuned to the channel here over the next couple of weeks. You'll see these trees start budding up here. It gets absolutely beautiful. forecast up here for weather. It was snowy yesterday down in the Madison-ish area. It was something else to see. I thought it was April showers bring May flowers. I never heard anything about April snow. Very weird spring. Another couple weeks, I got to get my tomato plants going. I think I'm going to do probably 24 tomato plants this year. Cherry tomatoes. Beefsteak or whatever they call them things. Tomatoes, garlic, peppers, and stuff like that. So I can have my own fresh salsa over the winter again. Maybe I got somebody in Minnesota can help me out with it. I know there's somebody in Minnesota that wants to wants a bunch of chickens in their backyard. We're gonna make a farm out of their backyard, a chicken farm. Just gotta get permission. She just doesn't know what's gonna happen yet. So far this week, y'all, if anybody's interested in how many miles I've driven, I really don't talk about it that much. 14, 25. There'll be 2,950 miles this week. For anybody that's interested, 2,950 miles when I'm done tonight. time, temperature, and mileage check for Miss Wisco Robin too. Let's get that out of the way. Forgot to start my stream off with that, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to the channel. Sorry, Wisco, I'm dropping the ball here. Good afternoon, everybody. 12:54 p.m. here, Central Time, in Minot, Wisconsin. At a whopping 53 freedom degrees outside. It's Friday, April 11th, 2025 here. Get ready, here we go. Wisco Robin, 805,000. 858.2 miles on the Honey Bear. The Tewksbury Honey Bear. The big yellow truck, the Honey Bear. The Big Bird. The Nuclear Banana. Call it what you will. It's big, it's yellow, and it breaks down every now and again. The Nuclear Banana. Proclaimed by Wheelburner Express from Canada. You know, Wisco, I keep forgetting to order that radar gun. I just think that would be so much fun to sit in a truck stop and radar semi-trucks as they're driving through parking lots at 35, 40 miles an hour. So you know how safe that is when people are walking around, people, kids, dogs, you know, 25, 30, 40 miles an hour through a parking lot. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Gotta get that thing ordered. Guys would be interested in that. I know I've asked before. Throw a comment down. What do you think about me sitting in a lawn chair with a radar gun and a camera recording the traffic in the radar gun? I think that would be kind of fun. Calling out the jack wagons. There we go. We're back. We're back. Here we are, Minot, Wisconsin. That corner gets me every time. Every single time. Apologies for that, guys. Every now and again, we will teleport. Running cellular service is kind of the way it is. we start to teleport, guys, the term that they use is lagging. We don't use lagging on here. We just call it teleporting. If that happens, just stick around for, usually at the most, it only lasts for 30, 40 seconds. Stick around, don't go anywhere. I don't end the stream unless I say goodbye. We'll come back. And if the stream does magically end where I can't get back into it, I'll always start it without it. It happens. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Zeus! What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? What do you want? See, the trees are budding here. That's kind of nice. Maybe when I come back next time, they'll start to pop out. See some green for a change here. Strange. Why does it say I've only been on for 14 minutes? What's our uptime, Wisco? It says 14 minutes and 20 seconds on here. That's the fastest 65 miles I've ever driven. 14 minutes. Wow. Probably going to come up with something goofy like TruckerZeus has been streaming for 73 hours and 8 minutes. It's just crazy. think I'm gonna do what I normally do. I think I'm just gonna run down to Roscoe, like Milton or Roscoe, and park it. That'll be what time is it now? 1, so probably 5-ish. Park it at 5, get up at 3. Run 5 more hours tomorrow, park it, and then when my hours come back to me at midnight on Saturday night, I'll probably have to run Saturday night into Monday, or Saturday night, holy shit, Saturday night into Monday, wow, Saturday night into late Sunday morning. It's probably what I'm going to do for this run, and I'm going to have to run recap hours next week, which will be fine. I'm trying to, so I get hours back midnight Saturday night. Guys, recapping hours, it can be a little tricky, and at midnight you get back so if I work 10 hours on Monday, the following Monday at midnight I get those 10 hours back, and I get to drive them all over again. Whatever I work, whatever my on-duty time was that day, driving it on duty, I get that back in 8 days, which would be whatever I drove from 0001 Monday to 23:59, I get that back the following Monday at midnight. So last week I drove like 10 hours and something on Monday or Saturday or whatever the hell day it will be. Is that Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. So I get them back for Sunday driving. You kind of try to work your clock into it, so if you run your hours down to like 0, if you work it correctly, you can drive right through the midnight hour and run yourself out of hours and then get those hours back and keep trucking. It's kind of nice to run recap hours. When I do run recap hours, I only have to run 8-hour days, 8 3/4 instead of the typical 11 to 14-hour days like a normal truck driver has to do. That's too much. And who wants to work an 11-hour day? Really? I want to work less and make more money, not work twice as hard to make the same. It's a bummer when you have to call it work, because it's supposed to be a career, not work. When your job turns into work, it's probably time to find a new career. Seven people watching, 16 likes. Wisconsin, hello and goodbye. That overpass I just went under, they just put that up 2 years ago. We've done a lot of road construction work in Wisconsin. They're back when I got my driver's license. 1989. This was a 2-lane road. What a difference. Four more payments on the Honeyberry, y'all. 4 more. 4 weeks she's paying for. Paid $86,500 for this truck. Speed and you stay there, I'll match you. I'll go behind you and I'll match your speed. That's fine. But the speed up and slow down thing's not going to work for me. What are you going to do? Sped up again. Now you're slowing down. What are you gonna do? Come on, Escappy. Make up your mind, Escappy. Now you're really slowing down. Let me guess, I'm going to pull up alongside of you and you're going to speed up again, Escappy. Boy, did I call that one. You did too. Oh, the Escappy's going to exit. Alright, well you do that, then I can get back over. Guys, I'm gonna jinx this. I really am, but I gotta say this. This last 3 weeks, the Honeyberry has been running really, really well. Super smooth, and I got a beep in the ear. No way! It's my sissy! The beautiful! Under the weather, Jovi speaks. What's going on, Jovi? Alright. Beep in the ear, I was talking. Dinner on you. Thank you, Jovi. How about this? How about this, Jovi speaks? How about I have that dinner on you, and when I get home next time, you and my beautiful, handsome nephew come on over to the house, and we'll make some steaks on the grill. Come on. How about that? It's Jovi speaks. My very beautiful sister from Minnesota. I was just talking about her. Jovi speaks, you need to get prepared because I ordered a dozen chickens to put them in your backyard because I can't afford to make an omelet anymore. So get ready. We are definitely going to make sure that your backyard is well fertilized. Jovi speaks. Wisco Robin, Heather B, Whispers, and the taped duck. What do you think, Jovi? You think we could get Wisco Robin to come on up and have a steak? She she could bring her son with. Her son shares the same name as my son does. How about that? We could all eat like kings. I'll get like 32-ounce freaking steaks, and we'll just cut the horns off, give it a quick sear, and eat like kings. You know what, Joey? That actually would be kind of fun if we did that, because I have to go buy a new grill. Maybe I could get that handsome, young, devilish son of yours to help me put a new grill together. Probably going to be right around the time the kid comes back from Montana. I got to keep this thing moving. I might come home and do a reset at home, but I don't plan on staying home at any time in the next, well, definitely not in the next 30 days. I'm not going to do any extended time at home. I'm going to be gone for quite a bit. Joey speaks, y'all. Wisco Robin. Let me see, what am I gonna do then? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna do a quick trip dinner tonight, Joey? So I don't have any groceries in here right now. Quick trip. Maybe, let's see, I'm gonna stop at Quick Trip. What am I gonna grab for dinner? So I need to get a case of Wooter. My last case of Wooter's in the refrigerator here. And then, I think I'm gonna grab a mushroom and Swiss burger and have them put that in a beeg, along with a case of Wooter. Possibly some Doritos. Coffee's gone. That's not good. Anybody that's in here that's new to the channel, those all those donations that come into the channel, they help build this channel. We put in new electronics in the truck, like GoPro cameras, Insta360s, the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, 512. All that stuff is all from fan funding, fans building the channel. I started off with a cell phone, and over the course of the last year, the fan funding has bought this Galaxy, it's bought 2 GoPros, the Galaxy, or the Insta360, the Starlink, which is at my house, the Starlink and the Starlink mount, and all that stuff. It's deep in the year, right in the middle of it. What do we got? Wisco Robin! Instacart to the truck stop. Wisco Robin, the Pro Bowler from New Mexico. Thank you, Wisco. Instacart to the truck stop. That Starlink was a huge investment. We're actually upgrading that Starlink from this regular Starlink to the Starlink Mini. That's going to be extremely fun to do. Should make a nice video when I tear the inside of my truck apart to reinforce the back of this cab. The cab on this is fiberglass. The Starlink that was on here, for all you that are new, was quite heavy, and it actually pulled the nutserts out of the back of the cab, and the thing almost fell onto the ground. I was having a conversation with Mr. Joey Whispers about it, and I walk out to my truck. I heard like a squeaky sound when I parked my truck, and I didn't think nothing of it. We were talking Starlink, and I walked out like, oh my god, half the bolts are gone, they're missing. That's how I realized that that Starlink mount I had on here is just too much. So I got to do a bunch of fiberglass work to the back of the cab. I got to patch in some holes and reinforce it with some aluminum bracket, aluminum plate back there, and it'll be much more gooder once that's done. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate that. We have a new merch line going to start coming out, guys. Keep your eye on the channel. You'll see me wearing it. Moderators, if you have not put your sizes in the Discord, please do. Actually, if you could stick it in the mod section under Discord, would be great. Because the moderators, you guys are, yeah, that's your merchandise is going to be on the channel. So, Wisco Rob and Duct Tape, Joey Whispers, when that TZ stuff comes out, when you see it on there, just let me know. And I've got your back on the TruckerZeus t-shirts. From the channel to you guys for all the help you do. That's my gift from me to the moderators. Well, I tell you what, the moderators do. They don't just moderate, guys. They look at this line of cars. 4 cops in a row from La Crosse. Wow. Not only do they moderate, but they also support, and that's my way of giving back, y'all. See what we got going on here. How much more time do I have? Jovi Speaks, I don't know if I've seen you in my new Discord. My dear, I don't know if we've talked about it or if you heard, but my old Discord channel is gone. And the link that I actually have in this description is no good. Maybe you could get a hold of Miss Wisco in get onto that new Discord for me so I can get you onto that moderator channel on that. I think you and DT are the only two I have to get left to get on that moderator page. I keep meaning to tell you about it, but I just escapes my mind. I apologize. Rice Lake, Wisconsin. some puppy time. You heard that, didn't you? Right, Zeus? Yeah, we'll stop the bloomer. We'll do some puppy time. Then we'll, but that didn't mean you had to get up, bud. Oh gosh, they both got up to that. You're fine, bud. Come here. Your coat is so fluffy, dude. Oh my gosh. What a mess you're making in here, buddy. Oh my lord, it's all over me. Say hello. Gotta clean up the windows too. Honey bear's dirty. here. Pull off and give you guys a little bit of that dog time. second time he's called today. Must be something going on. 8 people watching, 23 likes. Thanks. We're almost done. It's your chance, guys. Which one of the dogs is your favorite? Put their picture into the chat right now so I can see who's the favorite. The favorite dog's gonna get a kiss on the snout. Who's your favorite? Mishi, Zeus, or Thor? I love them all, but you have to choose one. Even if you love them all, you gotta pick one. Who's getting the kiss on the snout today? Trailer dropping. Look at all these empty trailers. cross yet. Randy Poor. Sister from another mister. Wow, that's got a lot to say. Yeah, man, it is definitely time for some dogs here. They have a lot to say right now, don't they? Let's see here. Okay, so Wisco Robin wants me to kiss myself on the nose. Demonic, how are you? Randy Poor, very nice to see you. What's we got in here? No kisses for powder, no twerking, no kisses. Gotcha. Okay. So this is I have to give something to get something. That's not a fair relationship. It's supposed to be all about me, Brandy. All about me. Justin Henry's working. Nikki Lynn's. I'm close to Nikki Lynn's. I'm not exactly where in central Wisconsin she is, but I'm fairly close, I'm certain. Wisco Robin loves the Misha Bella. Misha, come here. Oh, you're drinking some water. Come here, I give you kisses. Come here. Come here. Come here. Misha, come. Come on up here. I gotta give you kisses. Right on the snow, see? Now you get. Well, if that was a salty one. Josh, I'm going girl. You want a treat now? You want your treat? Since nobody else wanted to play the game. Yeah, nobody else wanted to play. Baby. Well, you don't have to go yet. You can have two, because you're a big doggy. You're a big doggy. You can have two. Here. Remember this one? Here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. I love you. She is so sweet. She's so sweet. Alright. I'm the queen. I'm the queen. We're supposed to do what I want. See, that's the problem with our relationship, Randy. See, we're both selfish. Ooh, what happened there? That was really weird. I don't know what happened. Hey, Mike. That's right, Demonic. You tell her this is the TruckerZeus show. How are you, Cindy? Let me get these guys pottied right quick. I gotta check this out. I want to show you guys this. This is what you get in springtime from a German Shepherd. Mute this for a second so I can blow the fuzz out of this truck, and then I'm going to potty these guys, so don't go anywhere. Guys, I am so full of friggin' dog hair. It is everywhere. It just never ends. If you don't like dog hair, don't get shepherd. That's a fact, Jack. All right. All right. Let me turn this a little bit here for y'all. And I'm gonna go grab some lunch. Let's do a little bit of that right there so you can see the puppies at the window. And yeah, we're gonna grab some lunch. And coffee. Field trip into Quick Trip. Show folks those hash brown sticks. Man. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. I want to give the guys some puppy time. I promised puppy time. I'll be back. In the store. That was naughty. All right. Let's see what I got here. I got my orange juice. See? Orange juice. And man, the fish fillets are freaking phenomenal here. But I forgot to get tartar sauce. So I got lunch and dinner. Whether you have dogs or if you don't have dogs. This isn't, I honestly want to know. This guy that's parked right next to me, I was outside brushing Zeus and Misha when he drove by. He looked right at me. I've got 2 dogs in my truck that he saw. He has a dog in his truck. This is an honest question, guys. When you see somebody that has animals, do you drive right up alongside of them, or would you park next to them with your truck with dogs in it? I'm curious. With this, I mean, situational awareness, sometimes people just don't have it. But that's an honest, good question. I want to know. Would you park right next to somebody that clearly has 2 animals in their truck? That's why they were going crazy in here. Hi, Liz. Liz Anchor. I mean, sometimes I think people do that on purpose just to start an issue. Yeah, that's what all the barking was over. He's got a little dog over there. Right, Demonic? You found a sombrero. Wisco has no comment. I think it's what it is, Liz. I think they're just trying to cause an issue. Like, you know, F this guy, I'm gonna park here because my eggplant's bigger than his. Let's see what he's gonna do. Put a sombrero on Thor. Thor, come here and say hi to Wisco. Come here, say hi everybody, Thor. Did he get in the camera when I was gone? My baby. My baby. My baby. Your little tail's going on. Your little tail's going on. Put your tail. Put your little tail. I'll check out this part. Zeus, enough already. Yeah. I'll check it out. Alright, guys. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to truck on down to Roscoe, Illinois, put some fuel in this thing, and take off in the morning. Thank you, Wisco. I love it when you smile at me. You're such a good boy. Again, guys, keep your eye on this. When you see TruckerZeus merch right here or here, you know it's available. You're only going to know it's on because I'm going to have it on. I'm not making any public announcement. And the public announcement you're going to see is when I'm wearing it. I have, but I will say I don't have any confirmation from the designer yet, which is fine. It's the middle of next month. Thank you, Wisco. Thank you for watching. You guys are absolutely welcome. Short streams, 2.5 hours. We're getting closer to that 500. Just remember, watch, comment, share, subscribe. the new people that came in the last few months, last few days, or even the last few hours. Thank you very much. Patrick freaking Fleming. Hold on, Wisco. Hold on. I know your finger's right there, Wisco. 28.50 now? Wow, it's growing quickly. 50? That really went up in the last couple of days. Wow. Okay, Wisco, hold on. Don't whack him. Don't whack Patrick. I have something. Patrick, I have something for you. Are you ready, sir? All right, Wisco, you can do it now. Oh. Whack a pad, and then I'm out of here. I have to do it myself. I just have to do it myself. Jeff Wyman chat was right there. Here, I'll just do it. Y'all have a good day. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go horizontal, not vertical. Horizontal tomorrow. And for all you all that like Ken and Kathy, tomorrow I'm gonna have Ken and Kathy on. I will, Liz. I got 3 more hours to drive and then I'm going to bed. But thank you, Liz. I will. Y'all have a good night. Get dogs. They're way easier than people.